Now, question 6. Doug, I have a question about metal cuticle pushers. I would like to know how dangerous it is to use a metal pusher versus a rubber pusher when used with cuticle remover. I'm really slow with a rubber pusher and cuticle remover and using cuticle remover, so I try to be absolutely thorough and do a very good job so I can get good adhesion. But I'm concerned about how much damage metal implements could cause. Is it okay to use a metal pusher if you're super careful and gentle, or should they just be avoided entirely? Implements used to remove dead cuticle tissue from the nail plate can be made from metal, wood, or rubber. All of these can be used safely. Any of these can be used without creating damage. And when damage is created using any of these, it's generally because they were handled too aggressively. So use them with care and caution. I don't call them pushers myself, because they should not be used for pushing the eponychium, which is the proper name for the living tissue at the base of the nail plate. This living skin is part of the protective seal that prevents infections of the matrix and surrounding tissues. So be careful with them. You're very correct to be concerned about damaging the lunula area. With the nail plate, that's where the nail plate is the thinnest and softest. So I agree that it's important to remove all of this dead tissue in order to ensure good adhesion, as long as the proper precautions are used, using them gently as you suggested. Any type of cuticle remover can be used safely when properly applied and properly removed. However, one downside to these removers is that with the alkaline pH, they can be difficult to remove completely from the skin. And when they're not removed, this can lead to skin irritation or damage. Cuticle removers are fine to use, but another approach is to use a high-quality nail oil to soften this thin layer so that it can be gently removed. Of course, any residual of these oils must also be cleaned from the nail plate because these oils or the removers themselves, the other removers I talked about, themselves can also block adhesion of nail coating. So make sure the nails are thoroughly cleaned. I recommend sending the client to the sink to have them actually wash rather than just spritzing at the table, because then you make sure you're removing all these oils and cuticle removers from the surface of the nail so that they won't block adhesion of the nail coatings.